Good morning and welcome to the Tuesday morning Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting. For introduction purposes, my name is Todd Wilchin. I am the chair of the county board this year. On my left, fellow commissioners Jennifer Brinkman and Deb Shore. On my right, Commissioner Roma Amundsen and Vice Chair Commissioner Bill Avery. Joining us this morning from the County Attorney's Office is Mr. David Durbin. From the County Clerk's Office, we have the County Clerk, Dan Nolte, and Kelly Lundgren. And then from the County Board Office, we have the Chief Administrative Officer, Carrie Egan, and the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer, Ann Ames. Now, if you would, please join me, stand and for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, if you'd start the agenda, please.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk staff at the front of the hearing room. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approve the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, August 15th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held last Tuesday, August 15th. Any discussion or corrections? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are claims. Approval of all claims processed through August 22nd, 2017.
Move approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve all claims processed through August 22nd. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is a special presentation. This is the Commissioner's Award of Excellence July winner for Tanea Jones, Corrections in a category of Safety and Valor.
Morning.
Want me to go ahead and read the
Sure.
nomination?
That'd be fine.
Tanea Jones has been selected as the Commissioner's Award of Excellence winner for July 2017. Tanea works as an on-call correction officer and began working for the county on September 1st, 2016. She was nominated by Michael Fowler, correctional officer in the category of Safety and Valor. In his nomination, Officer Fowler stated, on April 5th, 2017, Officer Jones demonstrated exceptional safety when a member of the public suffered a medical emergency at the adult detention facility. A visitor was outside the facility when he suffered a seizure and fell face first on the concrete. Because of the fall, the visitor suffered multiple lacerations to his face, which caused an excessive amount of bleeding. A second visitor ran through the front doors in a panic, advising us what had happened. Officer Jones rushed outside and assisted the individual until Lincoln Fire and Rescue arrived. The visitor was initially unresponsive and could be heard gurgling face down, struggling to breathe due to the blood. It was Officer Jones' quick reaction to turn him on his side that maintained an open airway. I believe Officer Jones should be recognized for a prompt, professional, and compassionate response. For these reasons, we're pleased to award Tanea Jones with the Commissioner's Award of Excellence for the month of July 2017.
Good morning. Brad Johnson, Director of Lancaster County Department of Corrections. So we're here to recognize Officer Jones for her fine work that morning. I think it's just another example of professionalism and commitment to the community. So well deserved.
Officer Jones, on behalf of the Lancaster County Board and all of our county employees, as well as the residents of Lancaster County, it is my honor to award you the Employee of the Month Award. I don't think we've ever had an employee receive this award who hasn't even been with us a year. So that's amazing that you're making such a difference, not only in working with your team members, but obviously with the public too, that this is a facility. So again, congratulations, well deserved.
Appreciate it.
Jones, if you would, you can certainly address or any response.
I'd like to thank everyone for the award. Also, Officer Fowler, he also was a part of the incident. I'd like to thank him as well. I have worked with the county in the past with the facility in 2014 to 2015. So I had a little bit of experience, but thank you again. I appreciate it.
Again, thank you for your service, and thank you for obviously your great response that helped individual in need. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Next is number 4, new business. 4A is a special designated license application for Myers Wine, Inc. for a reception at Prairie Creek Inn, 2400 South 148th Street in Walton on September 9, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve a special designated license application for Myers Wine for a reception at the Prairie Creek Inn. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. B is a request for an exceptional circumstance award under Personnel Rule 17-9, bracket B, for $500 to Manette Ganuki.
Good morning, I'm Kerry Egan, Chief Administrative Officer for the county. This is Minette, you may know her from our front desk. This is the second time this has occurred. We like raising young families in the county, and it's always exciting to see our employees come and work here and raise their families.
Yes, they all come
And, and Jenny in the Human Services Department, this is every time that she goes on maternity leave, Minette steps up and covers her duties while she's gone for an extended period. I think it was 3 months this time, wasn't it?
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
yeah.
But it saves the county thousands of dollars because we don't have to go hire a temporary, we don't have to bring in another person. And my only regret is that we're limited to $500 on the exceptional circumstances award. But it's clearly something that's not part of her job description. She doesn't need to do it. She steps forward and does a wonderful job on it. So this is very, very well deserved, and we're very appreciative of her stepping up in this second time. She's probably hoping to have a third child because then we could come and do this again, so.
I will move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve an exceptional circumstance award under Personnel Rule 17-9 for $500 for Minette Janucci. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thanks, Minette.
Go ahead and buy a new car.
C is acceptance of a deputy sheriff's temporary retirement buyout program application and agreement between the County of Lancaster, Nebraska, and Craig Schneider, an employee in the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office. Mr. Schneider's resignation is effective January 8, 2018.
Good morning, Terry Wagner, Lancaster County Sheriff. Deputy Schneider is retiring, and as part of the deputy sheriff's contract, they have the retirement on their, they have a buyout on their unpaid sick leave, which goes into their PEP account. So Deputy Schneider is retiring after about 40 years with the county, and he'll, his last day is January 8th.
I will move approval of the buyout agreement application.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept the Deputy Sheriff's temporary retirement buyout program application from Craig Schneider. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. D is a contract with Great Plains Appraisal, Inc. in the amount of $2,700 for appraisal services on a project on North 148th Street and Holdridge Street.
Pam Damon, Lancaster County Engineer. So this is appraisal for a piece of ground located on the west side of structure J143. It is the last piece of ground that we need to acquire for the bridge projects that we put under contract earlier this spring.
Any questions for Ms. Dingman?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the contract with Great Plains Appraisal in the amount of $2,700 for the appraisal services on a project on North 148th Street and Holdridge Street. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. E is an amendment to County Contract C-16-240 with Jim Peterson Auction Company for auction services to dispose of unclaimed or abandoned property. The amendment extends the contract from October 1st, 2017 through November 30th, 2017. Lancaster County agrees to pay the auctioneer's fee in the amount of 10% of gross sales for the term of the extension not to exceed $3,000.
Move approval?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the county contract with Jim Peterson Auction Company for auction services and to dispose of unclaimed abandoned property. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. F is an amendment to County Contract C-16-472 with Nebraska Salt and Grain Company for the annual supply of road salt. The amendment renews the contract from September 13th, 2017 through September 12th, 2018. The cost of county is not to exceed $45,230.
Move approval?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the county contract with Nebraska Salt and Grain Company for the annual supply of road salt. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. G is a resolution authorizing the installation of a school bus stop-ahead sign on South 176th Street, 500 feet south of 1377 South 176th Street for northbound traffic in Lancaster County.
Pam Deming, Lancaster County Engineer. This school bus stop-ahead sign was requested by Waverly School District. You can see the location of the home in proximity to the intersection and the location of the proposed school bus stop-ahead sign. This was a sign that I coordinated with the new superintendent for Waverly Schools that I've had the opportunity to meet with a couple times. We have two new superintendents in our county this year, Waverly and Raymond Central. And so I look forward to working with both of those individuals to make sure that our school routes are safe for our children.
Any questions for Ms. Dingman?
Move approval.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to authorize the installation of a school bus stop-ahead sign on South 176th Street. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4H is a First Amendment to County Contract C-17-162 with JEO to add additional plan preparation services related to structure H-130. The cost of county for the additional services is $2,460.
Pam Deming, Lancaster County Engineer. Structure J-130, when we went out to acquire the right-of-way and met with the landowners, the terrain was a little different in some of the drainage areas than we had thought, so we were able to take one of the pipes and pivot it over so that it could be mostly in the right-of-way to minimize the right-of-way taking and the fence removal for this owner, which the landowner, which he was very happy with, but it did cause us to have to change our plans. So that is the reason for this change order.
Move approval.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the county contract with JEO to add additional plan preparation services related to structure H-130. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4I are change order supplemental agreements to county contract C-17-357 with Constructors, Inc. This is supplemental agreement number 2 to provide a substituting class 3 milling from the beginning of floodplain west of North 112th Street East, 11,502 feet, to North 141st Street for a net decrease of $83,959.51. Supplemental Agreement Number 3 to provide for deleting the Raymond Road overlay from the contract and substituting 3 other overlays in its place. This is Alva Road, North 1st Street to North 7th Street, North 70th Street from Arbor Road to Waverly Road, and Yankee Hill Road, South 98th Street to South 120th Street for a net decrease of $916,513.74. Supplemental Agreement Number 3A to provide for resurfacing of Alva Road from North 1st Street to North 7th Street for a net increase of $185,037.37. Supplemental Agreement Number 3B to provide for resurfacing North 70th Street from Arbor Road to Waverly Road for a net increase of $462,898.28. Supplemental Agreement Number 3C to provide resurfacing Yankee Hill Road from South 98th Street to South 120th Street for a net increase of $339,151.52.
So Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer, I'll apologize in advance for supplemental agreements that appear to be paint by numbers. The first supplemental agreement listed is Waverly Road. For those of you who may not be aware, there is a large portion of Waverly Road from roughly 112th to 141st Street that is in the floodplain. So by floodplain regulations, placing the extra inch of asphalt on that area of pavement is considered fill in the floodplain. So that is a very sensitive area, and so we've come back and decided instead of milling 2 inches of asphalt off and replacing it with 3, which is standard practice, we did some coring and some things to determine that we can actually mill 2 and replace 2. So this is a net deduct for 1, changing the milling a little bit, and then 2 inches of asphalt instead of 3 inches of asphalt. As we go to item number 2, you may recall that the asphalt contract was approved this year prior to the state coming forward and saying, we're going to use this corridor for a detour. And we had talked about leaving this overlay until the state was done with their detour and then doing the overlay and leaving the contract open with the contractor. However, earlier this summer, when we had those several days of 100-degree plus heat indexes, we had a number of asphalt slabs that deteriorated suddenly and somewhat dramatically. And so we went back and we looked at those 3 problem areas, Elbow Road being one of them from 1st to 7th Street, 70th Street, really south of Waverly Road. We have had to emergency patch 2 or 3 times this summer, and it's been a problem. And then also Yankee Hill, which I was kind of embarrassed recently, was on the city's infrastructure tour for their task force. And we had Bob Caldwell, who talked about how bad this road was on the radio, and we actually had done some emergency patching to that too. All in all, net for the 5 supplemental agreements is minus $70,000 approximately.
Any questions for Ms. Stingman?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, excuse me, we have a motion and a second to approve the change order supplemental agreements with the county contracts with Constructors, Inc. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4J are contracts with the following medical providers for specialized medical care of general assistance clients. Providers will be reimbursed at the Medicaid rate. This includes ear, nose, and throat specialists, advanced radiology of Grand Island, associated anesthesiology, complete endocrinology, consultants in infectious disease, and neurology associates.
Move approval?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve contracts with medical providers for specialized medical care of general assistance clients. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business Not on agenda, we do so at this time.
Anyone in the audience wishing to speak on an item not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please continue the agenda.
Next is announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, August 24th, 2017 at 8:30 a.m. in the Bill Luxford Studio with the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold their next regular meeting on Tuesday, August 29th, 2017 at 9 a.m. in Room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, August 29th, 2017 at 9 a.m. in Room 112 of the County City Building regarding Keno Fund projects and Lancaster County's proposed budget for fiscal year 2017-2018. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, September 5th, 2017 at 9 a.m. in Room 112 of the County City Building regarding County Special Permit Number 16021A, an amendment to County Special Permit 16021 for hillside events to amend site-specific condition number 5 to revise the landscape screening at 12,400 West Denton Road, Denton, Nebraska. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov, keyword Link TV. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV and can be viewed on YouTube.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, that concludes our board meeting. Have a good day.